Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'd like to welcome you here this morning. It seems like the seasons are changing again, and warmer weather is on its way. So we appreciate that. We have several guests here for comments and announcements this morning, and I'd like to begin with Jared Diller from Rally Point, as well as Rick Stolley for discussion about a fundraiser and an effort involving children and youth for summer camp. Good morning.
All right. Well, good morning. Thanks for the opportunity to share on behalf of Rally Point Youth Center. I'm Jared Diller, the director, and we are seeking to raise money for students to go to camp. This is a campaign that we're kicking off called A Half Mile Till Camp, and this is a fundraiser that will give students work experience and also working to seek to get sponsors to sponsors of $10 per linear yard to be able to edge the sidewalks and walkways of our city around Robb Park and Robb Avenue. And so our desired goal is to edge a half a mile, which is 880 yards, at $10 per linear yard. It's raising right about $8,800. So high school students will edge 50 yards per student. Middle school students will edge 35 yards per student. And once we reach our goal of a half a mile, that will give us enough money for a minimum of 20 students to go to summer camp. So for more information or for someone to like to help sponsor a student, they can reach us directly at 419-229-4444.
Well, I got to tell you, whenever Jared's involved in a project, we like to get involved with Jared and his projects. And as you can see, it's very well organized. It's going to be very well orchestrated, and it's a win-win for this community. And the different projects that we've been involved with Jared over the years in Rally Point do nothing but enhance our community. And when he reached out last, I think it was close to December, and had this idea, I said, we would love to be a part of it. Anything we can do to help out, anything we can do to help push the agenda for Rally Point, the kids involved with Rally Point, the administrative team over there, and then, of course, the city, of course, benefiting with the cleanup and the edging of that walkway all around Robb Park is just a terrific asset for us. So again, thank you, Jared, for jumping in and allowing us to be a part of this effort. And we highly encourage folks to get involved with it. And I think, as you met with the Riverside North Neighborhood Association, they got behind it 100% and are going to be not only there financially, but also with support in other ways too. So we're really looking forward to it, and looking forward to another terrific opportunity for the city of Lima and Rally Point. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Good luck with your efforts. Shelly Miller is here from the Allen County Health Department, and she's chairing or coordinating the Creating Healthy Communities program. And she and I think some colleagues have some comments to share. Maybe just she has comments to share. All right.
They're just going to sit and watch, I guess.
All right.
Whatever. We'll do it after. All right. Well, thank you, Mayor.
Sure.
Just real quick, I guess this is the logo you're going to be seeing with what I will be speaking about. The campaign that I'm here to talk about is Move Safe Allen County, and it is basically a local traffic safety initiative put together by like-minded safety advocates in the county. So we have regional planning and safe communities. We have Joe Kitchen with Bath Township Fire Department. Jeff Osborne is on it with Lima Memorial and his cohorts. We've got representatives from St. Rita's Medical Center. Myself from Allen County Public Health, Activate Allen County is involved, the police department, Lima Police Department is involved, and the Allen County Sheriff's Office. So it's a pretty good collaborative between all of the safety-minded people in our county. And so as the mayor had said, you know, the weather's getting nicer, the temperatures are getting warmer, kind of. They're on their way there. And the days are getting longer. You know, it's daylight longer. So we're actually going to see more bikes on the roads, more people out walking. And because of that, the Move Safe Committee, the Move Safe campaign, wants to remind motorists, bicyclists, and pedestrians that it's time to share the road again and to do it safely. So a majority of the campaign is going to be centered around safety tips throughout the next few months, several months, reminding people how to bike safely, walk safely, and drive safely around the walkers and the bicyclists. So in general, more people are walking and bicycling in Ohio, including right here in Allen County. They're choosing active transportation for a variety of reasons. You know, some people need it for transportation. Some of them are doing it for economic need, you know, to save gas money. Some are doing it solely for recreation. Jared likes to do it with his Rally Point people and the Rally Point River Ride. People want to do it to improve the environment, and they want to promote better health. So, of course, as the health department, we're all for the promoting better health. As their numbers increase, though, of these people on the public roads, so does the potential for serious injuries and deaths. So that's a large component as to why we put this campaign together, just trying to teach people or remind people how to do these things safely. Over the past years, Lima-Allen County has seen an increase in pedestrian fatalities and serious bicycle crashes. Evelyn was just telling me that they're on an increase as a whole, but throughout the county, they haven't been horribly going up, so that's a good thing. But frequently, the crashes are caused by low visibility, distracted drivers, and people that are distracted while walking on streets and sidewalks. So again, we just want to remind people there's laws that need to be followed when walking on streets and sidewalks, when bicycling on the road, when driving on the roadways. People walking on streets and sidewalks always need to be cautious whenever motor vehicles are around. They need to be alert of drivers' actions and watch out for drivers who aren't paying attention. Under Ohio law, bicyclists belong on the roadway, not on the sidewalks, which a lot of people have a misconception on. Bicyclists may use the full lane, which again, people have misconceptions on. So motorists and bicyclists must share the road safely. And then one thing we promoted last year that went into effect last year was the 3-foot law. So motorists have to provide 3 feet to bicyclists for a safe passing when they want to pass a bicyclist. And bicyclists must follow traffic laws just like motorists. Drivers need to be aware of bicyclists in bike lanes and pedestrians in crosswalks, especially when turning right. You know, we've got a few bike lanes here in the city and crosswalks everywhere, but especially when pedestrians are crossing the street and cars are turning right in those bike lanes, they really need to look up and look for the bikes and the people on crossing the street in the crosswalks. During our campaign, we're going to have billboards throughout the community to help spread the message. We're looking for speakers to go speak at, service clubs, local task force, community groups, anyone that would like to have us there to talk about the Move Safe campaign and the goals of the campaign. So if you've got a group, that's interested, let us know, contact us. The campaign is mostly social media based, so we have sent stuff out to our partners to help spread the message. And you should look for the hashtag MoveSafe, and then follow the campaign on our social media pages. We have a Move Safe Facebook page and a Move Safe Twitter page, and then all the committee members are posting the stuff on their sites as well. So you can even just, if you're following them, like it and pass it on to post it on your own pages. And then in April, the Creating Healthy Communities program, which is what I'm associated with at the health department, is providing training for local law enforcement officers who will then be able to help us spread the message on bike and pedestrian safety as well. That's it.
Very good.
Lots of stuff going on.
Well, I think recent studies indicate that Lima and Allen County are actually high in state rankings, and that's not a good thing. We have been, I think Allen County and I think my recollection was Hancock County are among the highest on a per capita basis in the state of Ohio for.
Griffin County's a similar size.
Okay. For apples to apples purposes comparison, we're in a position that is not favorable, which indicates getting people's attention is a priority. So I appreciate everybody who's pitching in with the campaign. I think it's hopefully will literally save lives as we move into this season. So thank you, Shelly. Doug Durliat is here from Rhodes with information about the next basic manufacturing pathway class. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Mayor. I've spoken on this class a number of times, so I won't get into the details on what the curriculum will include. We are having this off campus. We're making an effort to deliver it to the communities within Lima. This one will be at the Bradfield Community Center beginning April 9th. And actually, we're going to have an informational session where people can come in and just ask some details about what this class entails, what you get out of it, and so forth. Tomorrow at 11:30, we'll be at the Bradfield Center for accommodating anybody who would be interested in attending that. Then the class itself will run on Mondays and Wednesdays beginning April 9th and finish sometime in mid-June. One of the things I do want to bring attention to this class, we're in the current CDBG year through the city of Lima, and currently the class is 40 contact hours, and we're always interested in providing more contact hours that involve hands-on training. And something that we're planning to do for the next school year, the next grant year, if we're awarded another grant, is have an upgraded version of this 40-hour class. We are partnering with the Manufacturing Skill Standards Council, which is a national certification. We would be upgrading this class to 60 contact hours from the present 40. We've acquired a portable trainer, which gives a lot of good hands-on training for some fundamental troubleshooting. People can actually take things apart. If you've got pulleys or sprockets out of line, you put in shims, you change from a pulley to a sprocket. We actually have some minor programmable logic controller training involved in that, where you actually read the human-machine interface, which tells you, where the problem is. You go to the trainer to solve the problem. So there's a lot of good hands-on training, and that requires the extra 20 contact hours that this class will entail. We're piloting this right now with a group of women up at the Worth Center on Blue Lick Road. They'll finish up this class on Saturday. We'll be very anxious to see what comes out of this because students will take 4 tests under the MSSC. It's quality, manufacturing processes, safety, and then maintenance awareness. And they'll take 4 tests, and they can earn up to 4 certificates under the MSSC, in addition to the basic certification that we've always awarded at Rhodes State College for completing the manufacturing pathway class. We'll assess it and see what was good, what was not, how we can format it better so that it's ready to be delivered, sometime, in the 2018-19 year. But again, the next class, encourage anybody to refer them to friends, relatives who'd be interested in some training. There's no cost, thanks to the CDBG from the city of Lima. We've had great record of job placement from students completing this class. We had at the time when we were applying for our next CDBG last summer, it was about a 70% placement of the 80% who were unemployed at the time of enrollment. And we've maintained contact with the people who we weren't able to reach, and some of them said, well, I've got employment in manufacturing right now. So I would say it was about 85 to 90% from the previous 3 years under this program. And that's just a sign of the economy in manufacturing. You can't say enough about how much demand there is for all levels and all skill sets in manufacturing. And that's one of the benefits you get from completing the class, is a weekly menu of job opportunities in Lima and the surrounding areas. And I think that's contributed a lot to the good job placement records. They could be within the city of Lima, in the Allen County communities, and then all the other counties which border Allen County. And very good paying jobs in some cases, pretty good for entry-level jobs. Okay.
Thank you, Doug. Just to kind of punch up Doug's final point there, the last reports that Ohio Means Jobs issued in terms of the availability of and openings in our region within 10 miles of Lima indicate that we're upwards of 1,700 openings in the local economy. So, and that's not just manufacturing, that's all kinds of jobs in our region. So that's obviously good news. We want to share that news. We want to make sure that people are aware, and whether they're needing training to perhaps get into a new field such as manufacturing, or if they're looking for opportunities, if they're coming out of school this spring, there's lots of opportunities. So we ought to be sharing that information with family and friends, hopefully bringing some kids back home that may have been thinking about going elsewhere. The data also indicates that the large majority, more than 2/3 of these jobs, are good-paying jobs with benefits. So we really do need to share that information. I think a lot of folks are in the habit of seeing the glass as half empty. We've kind of tricked ourselves into believing that there isn't opportunity, when in fact there's really is solid opportunity with local companies. So I want to encourage folks to share that information. I believe, although we had one other speaker who's not here for this morning's session, that's it for this morning, and we will break down for interviews. Thank you.